Hi, my name is Sage, and this is my presentation on the divisions and sections of Lake Tahoe. I have the privilege of getting to work events in the Reno Tahoe area and get to work at a ton of different locations around Tahoe. And through that, you sort of start to learn a sense of the sections that make up the character of Lake Tahoe, and you learn to really appreciate the landscape of Lake Tahoe. And to show this, I thought I would do visual demonstration through PowerPoint because that's what Tahoe does best, is it demonstrates itself visually. So we'll go right in. So first is the main two divisions of Lake Tahoe, which is north and south, as many of you probably know. Many people consider the division between these two lines to be right here at the US 50 freeway, which comes in through Carson City right into the middle of the east coast of Lake Tahoe. In the northern half, I'd say the four main locations that sort of characterize it are Incline Village, Kings Beach, Tahoe City, and Squaw Valley. Even though it's not technically a part of Lake Tahoe, you would still consider it to be coupled with Lake Tahoe, as in, you don't go to Squaw Valley and not go to Lake Tahoe usually, unless it's just a ski. On the south division, there's State Line, Nevada, where all the hotels are. There's Heavenly, the ski camp right behind it. There's Zephyr Cove, and there's also Emerald Bay. So we'll go into those north sections, which are Incline Village and Kings Beach. Incline Village on the left, Kings Beach here on the right. Incline Village is the first place you get to if you come in through Reno on Mount Rose Highway, and it's considered the more, I'd say, residential area of the lake in terms of reasonably priced properties, or what you could say is reasonably priced for Tahoe. If you know someone from Incline Village, from Lake Tahoe I should say, they're probably from Incline Village. Then you have Kings Beach. If you go along the north coastline and start to head to the west side of the lake, you'll get to Kings Beach. Kings Beach is not so much a place to live or a huge tourist attraction. It's more just one of those really popular beaches along Tahoe. If you continue to go on that coastline more towards the northwest corner, you'll get to Tahoe City. This is one of the two main cities in Lake Tahoe, or actual towns that serve other purposes than just tourism or beaches. And a freeway that leads straight north of Tahoe City goes into Squaw Valley, linking the two, which is why they're very commonly associated with one another. Squaw Valley, obviously the Olympics were held there, the Winter Olympics. So these are all very well-known tourist locations. If we go to the south area, right south of the freeway US 50 that separates the two, you get to Zephyr Cove, which is sort of like Kings Beach for the south area, in that it's just a really popular beach, not a huge residential area or a huge tourist location with hotels. There are some. There are cruise sites or Tahoe cruises that start from Zephyr Cove, and so in that way it is also a tourist attraction. Then if you continue down south, you'll get to the southeast corner of Lake Tahoe, which has State Line, and just south of that, the base camp for skiing, Heavenly. These two are sort of coupled together because Heavenly is, although it's its own place, you consider it a part of State Line, where all those hotels are down in South Lake Tahoe. And if you keep going around that south coastline and get to the more southwest corner, you'll get to what I would say is the most well-known area of Lake Tahoe in terms of what's visually photographed on the internet, and that'd be Emerald Bay. Usually this is where people will want to see if they're coming out of state or even country to Lake Tahoe. Just southeast of that, so this way, would be the other actual city in Lake Tahoe, which is, I think, just called South Lake Tahoe. And that sort of serves the same purpose as Tahoe City in that it's a lot more than just a tourist or beach location. It serves as an actual town. So those are all the areas I feel like characterize Lake Tahoe best and give it its distinct, you could say, personality. I've had the privilege of working at events in all of those locations except for Emerald Bay, because I don't know if they have venues there. But nevertheless, they're all very visually interesting and incredible places all around the lake. So yeah, that's my presentation.